suck it up. He's going to have to throw back in. Steve Gray taking a close look. And George so close. A minute 50 left in the round.
Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
28 knockouts shared between them. Some spectacular year-old weight class.
It should be. We're expecting a good fight. I'm expecting a solid, sharp and strong performance with plenty of right hand to make a statement. Chudinov, quite a solid fighter. You see here, not taking a step backwards. Nice, tight, high guard. But Groves needs...
Ready, utilising the ring, George Groves. Mobility, angles, and that jab that the Soudan brothers, his promoters, were talking to me about earlier, is absolutely vital. Strong, he can hit, but he can be hurt. And Groves, already some reddening around the right eye of Chudinov, who elects to go to Groves' body.
Nice right hand landed there from George Groves. Didn't seem to have much of an effect from Chudinov. It's early on. He seems solid and strong, but not...
Already, he's got those long levers as well.
Yes, he's got fast hands, he's got a sharp jab. He looks for that counter right hand. But Chudinov just not taking a step back in.
It's Badu Jack, which was so tight on a right hand from Chudinov. And we know about Groves' vulnerability. That's why the West London is always so exciting. You never know quite what you're going to get in a Groves.
It's not, I mean, it's only round one, but it's not the best sign. The referee warning him there.
Chudinov strong. Is he robust with a fast in this first round? Jabs from Chudinov.
Effective. He almost looks like he can't penetrate that guard. I mean, Groves has landed some good, accurate shots, but he's on his back foot here, and Chudinov Groves having to work hard here on his back foot, really having to work, but his punch is not seeming to have much of an effect.
Well, the vacant WBA super middleweight title, the predominantly on the waistband of Fedor Chudinov from Russia, both 29. Really good matchup on paper. Chudinov looks strong.
Forced to work though. I mean, Chudinov putting him on his back foot. He's working here when he doesn't really want to work.
Just got shoved off though, Groves.
Looking really strong, Chudinov, as he backs Groves.
Ring mobility that he used against Martin Murray recently. George Groves, centre of the ring. Gloves high.
Basic and almost predictable from Chudinov, but just solid and strong, and he's able to just deflect George Groves' attack for in the way in which he fights, and you'd only get away with this kind of style if you're strong, and he does look strong. Physically, he looks strong.
Right hand from Groves.
Groves needs to do this, push him back, try and get that body shot as he backs up.
Swinging with the right hand, Groves, but there's
desperation in Groves' work. I know it's only early on, but when he's on his back foot, having the desired effect, which he'd like.
That's better from Groves.
Yeah, good bit of work.
And suddenly finds Chudinov's chin. On super middleweight title fight. Really absorbing to watch. Is it one apiece? It's already difficult to score, isn't it?
I think it is one apiece. The first round, Chudinov just...
Judges from Belgium, Italy and Britain, our own Terry O'Connor just in front of us. Steve Gray, the referee. It seemed like Groves was determined for a real statement in that early stanza.
I think the tactics would be for Groves to use that sharp jab and box into the movement, stay on your back foot. You need to try and land an effective shot. And he did that in round two, Groves, landed a couple of nice counter punches. But Chudinov, at the minute, he's just not going anywhere.
Want to break the spirit of Groves early, Chudinov. He was so good against Frank Buglioni and very to call himself a world champion.
He beat James DeGale. He's had 3 cracks at the world title. He's landing some nice, effective shots here, George Groves, on his back foot. Chudinov still putting that pressure on, but he's on the end of some eye-catching stuff from Groves. Nice jab, nice counter-punch. He's relaxing a little bit now more, George Groves, but this is still a tight affair.
Good uppercut went in from Groves. Most people saw tasty, up close and personal. Good right hand from Groves. He has got power, as you found out, certainly in that first fight.
I certainly did, and there's a nice right hook there, but just does not seem to be affecting Chudinov. This pace and this pressure will affect Groves more in a negative way than it will do for Chudinov down the stretch. I mean, Groves having a good round, but on his back foot here, having to take some shots, replying nicely under relentless pressure. But at what point does this break?
Trying the uppercuts out again, Groves.
He better hope that his fitness is there, because he'll need it down the straight if this fight goes that far.
Stuff here in Sheffield as these two go into battle again. Been inactive into tip-top shape. Ranked number 1 and 2, top quality.
Great body shot there from George Groves, and another left hook to the body. That's what he's going to need to try and do.
There's a cut left eye of George Groves.
I think the heads have come together there. Chudinov is seeing that cut, and now he's applying pressure.
And Groves, something had to give. And Chudinov aiming for that with his right hook. Back comes Groves.
Good right hooks.
Beautiful right hand from George Groves. Has he got the extra firepower in there? Chudinov, a bit of a sitting duck. And a body shot as well.
Nice body shot from Groves.
Super middleweight dust-up. Another exciting fight that George Groves is involved in. Will he come out on the winning end?
Up when that right hook landed earlier, because he took a step back and had a little breather. Like you said, he was a bit of a sitting body of Chudinov. Right uppercut, looking for it again, and they're the shots that will slow Chudinov down again. Good work from George. I'm really impressed with this.
Hand from Groves. Chudinov taking a great deal of punishment here in the 4th round. Chudinov standing strong. Groves trying to look for it.
Groves being made to work, and he really to the pressure, the relentless pressure of Chudinov, who seemed to be shaken a couple of times.
Alongside us, Carl Frampton, David Hayes watching somewhere, Adam Booth just behind it. He's boxing willing George Groves to become a world champion, and he's doing it the hard way.
This fight, he's proven to me that he can do the 12 at a good pace, but Chudinov really is relentless.
Recovering at the moment, but in a serious way. Edouard Goodneck, but it's a business, and as Groves said, he has to get on with it. Chudinov. And bloodied, that left eye.
Just
looking
blinking.
a little worse, doesn't it?
Blinking there, Groves, that blood in the eye blinding him. Landing a nice counter punch on his back to him. The blood's in the eye, and I think it's temporarily obscuring his vision. Chudinov can see that in round 2, 3 and 4 from Groves. His counter punching, his work rate, but I just feel the pressure. He's being forced to work, and when you're being...
Good shot from Groves, and again.
Right hand that I wanted to see from Groves tonight. Explosive right hand, nice body work as well. Nice response. The counter punching from Groves has been exceptional.
Good shot from Chudinov. Back he comes. They swap right hands in an intense fight. Superstar.
The excitement, it was just, it's not been matched since.
Eye on the special ones career. Lovely right hand from George Groves at the beginning of the 6th. The accuracy, pinpoint from the Hammersmith fighter tonight, and the desire and determination. And Chudinov, he's standing strong, but he can't keep taking them. And George Groves is really going for it here to body and to head. Big moments here for Groves, and Chudinov's got to suck it up. He's going to have to throw back here. Steve Gray taking a close look, and George Groves.
Really good work here from George Groves. Chudinov in desperate trouble there, but hanging in.
So close. A minute 50 left in the round, and Groves has got his dream. Finally, he becomes a world champion. St. George thrills the Sheffield fans. So, what a fire fest. And what accuracy and power from George Groves. Fedor Chudinov so brave to keep taking those punches, but a good, well-timed stoppage, and Groves is a super middleweight champion. And I wonder if a big fight with another rival, James DeGale, is on the cards for the coming months.
Well, that's one that I'd certainly, I'm sure, many boxing fans would like to see, because, you know, James DeGale, we know about James DeGale, we know what he's got, we know what he's done. And now Groves is seemingly back to his old best, looking really impressive here. It was the right hand that we saw earlier on the replays that started the trouble for Chudinov. And the referee there, I mean, I don't think Chudinov was going to fall over because he's so tough, so durable, and so determined and fit. But the referee could not allow this to go on because these shots look so dangerous. He was just taking it, sitting.
He wasn't throwing back, was he?
He wasn't throwing back, and he was just taking clean, accurate shots from Groves, who was not going to take his foot off the gas. We see here right uppercut, right hook landing there, clean. There's that right hook again. I know that right hook only too well, but look at that right hook going in again. The referee really given no choice. Fantastic from George Groves.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Gray steps in and calls a halt to this contest. The official time, 1 minute, 14 seconds, round number 6. The winner by TKO and new WBA super middleweight champion of the world from Hammersmith, London, England, St. George Groves.